Hey, beautiful people. Hey, guys. Welcome back to our channel. How is everyone doing? I hope we are well. I hope everybody is doing well. Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. Can you hear me? Welcome, Obodo fam. Good evening. Good afternoon. Let me check the sound. Can you hear me all right? I can be dirty in more ways than you think. Welcome, everybody. Good afternoon. Good evening. Let me apologize for the number of times I've moved this show. It was meant to happen since, I can't even remember the day now, but I know I've moved it twice. But you know what? Sometimes things happen like that. I've missed you guys. I have. I've just been so busy. Busy, 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 busy. Busy with life. Welcome, everybody. Oh, is it? Ramadan has started. Oh, wow. Ramadan Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. Wow. What a coincidence. The same time as I think the Christians are in Lent, the Catholics who do Lent, they are on. This is the Lenten season. Am I right? I'm not sure. I feel better, Nick Deji. Thank you. Thank you so much. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you are well. How is your family? Nice to see you. Welcome, everybody. Yeah, I feel better. I've just been, you know how it is. Crazy, busy, juggling. Well, how is your family? Nice to see you. Okay. Welcome. The sound is good, so you guys can hear me. Okay. It's just juggling, and juggling. I feel like, I don't know, women especially, the way we juggle, chai. It's not easy. The number of things that on a normal day that women juggle is it's crazy how we're able to multitask and do so many things. But it's God that gives us strength. Welcome. Please give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up as you are coming in. This is a very, very interesting topic I want us to discuss. I want us to I want us to analyze it. I wasn't sure how to go about this. Okay. First of all, one of the person that I'm talking about tonight is probably listening to this show. So I'm going to encourage everybody who is going to call in later on to be kind, please. All right. So I'm talking about, is it virtue? I should call it. Should I call it virtue? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is it virtue? Because we are talking about the case of someone who is 50 and they are still in their, virginity, not had any kerewa yet. And I'm also going to be, as I tell you that story, I also want to talk about another woman that I know. And this is not to shade anybody. It's about drawing out the lessons. I'm sure, but if you guys understand, even when we catch cruise here, there's always a lesson, especially when we are talking about, real life issues like this. It's never to throw shade at anybody, right? My voice sound different. I don't have my equipment here, so I'm gonna help me manage them. I'm okay though. I'm okay. I'm here. As long as you can hear me, it's fine. I don't have normally when I'm with my setup, I have a mic, but I don't have a mic today. So I'm gonna help me manage them like that. Hey Joe. Eunice say my voice sounds sexy. Thank you, Eunice. I sound like a husky. What's it called? That guy that's always singing all those nice love songs. Barry White. Do I sound you see? Sometimes I feel like it's not even the show or what we talk about, but the way we always have fun here, all the discussions, behind the scene and how we catch fun is why people miss this live stream. Eunice said that I sound sexy with my voice. Oh my God, thank you. Yeah. Namio, Temiti. How do I sound? Egbami? Hold on, no. Let me see. How do I sound? Nami o. Temiti. I sound the same now. I sound Egbami. Aba. Temiti, I sound the same. I sound the same. It's just not refined because I don't have my mic with me. That's why. Anyway, Emma Binu, it's me. Definitely it's me. Temiti, say I sound like a radio presenter. Temiti, with all the shows we've done on this platform, even have I not worked more than radio presenter? Even TV presenters have never present reach me. Have you forgotten what's it called? You forgotten Gismas every day? Gismas every single day of doing show. Radio and TV presenter go on your joy see me. They rest. Oh my God. Should I put, okay, let me put some music. Should I put some music so that we'll make it, so we'll make it romantic. Should we make it romantic? If I go scatter. If I go put music and scatter everything now. Should we try some music? Should we try some background music, let's try some music and see. Some music. Should we try some background music, some the music itself is not playing. Music and music. Should we try some background music, some the music itself is not playing. Music and music. Should we try some background music, Tell me what you think about the music, whether we should play it or not. Anyone you guys want. I'm trying to I'm trying to jazz up things. Abby, this music is on StreamYard. If they give me copyright, I'm going to sue StreamYard because the amount of money they take from me is no joke. I pay over £300 for this platform that I'm using, this streaming platform. It's not a joke. So they better not copyright me. If they copyright me, StreamYard go lose customer. Should we leave the music? No music. No music. That sound crisp and clear. Okay. What do you guys think about the music? I'm all for democracy. Whatever you want. I was just thinking I should jazz up things. If you don't want music, we can take it off. Okay. Music, go away. They say they don't want music. We're not used to having music here. Even if you want to have music, say, now this kind of music, which one you did save? Now this kind of music, be cool music. Which one be all this kind of music safe? I don't understand. Anyway, let's get on with the show. Thank you, everybody. Give us a thumbs up. Give us a thumbs up. JR, you said I should play Fuji. Fuji music. Okay, supply me with the one that will not be copyrighted. We will play it. Any Fuji music that will not be copyrighted, maybe I will prepare for it. YouTube has a music library that you can get some, acoustic, cool, music like water dropping, air kind of music that is really, really nice background music. We'll look into it. I salute everybody. Welcome. Give us a thumbs up. So, the question I'm asking today, good girls, do they finish last? Because this saying is quite common on, online. Good girls, do they finish last? Because you are a good girl, does it mean that life is going to be, easier for you, especially in the context of relationship? Talking about relationship, guys. So we African women, Nigerian women particularly grow up and our parents are always telling us as girls, keep yourself, keep your virtue. You can't allow any man touch you. Don't give it up. Keep your cookies. Let me be using cookies because of YouTube. So everyone so we have to be careful. Keep your cookies. Don't give it to anybody, especially if you come from a very, very strict Christian background. Muslim background. Any religious background that you can think of, they're always telling you, keep your virtue, keep your cookies, don't give it up, don't give it up. So, but you see, The irony of the situation is that I find that, because I used to go to a Pentecostal church in Nigeria, right? And I think I've spoken about it before here on this platform. The particular church that I attended for a while, I think for about 2-3 years in Nigeria. I find that there are a lot of unmarried women in the church. And outside the church, a lot of women who are not particularly sold out to Christ, they are not born again, they've not given their life to Christ, they are not observing any purity, with kerewa, the club. Let me put in quotes, bad girl. Yeah. Let me put that in quote because, the bad girl behavior. Sometimes I feel like when men wants to marry, when some of our brothers want to marry, especially the ones that are not like in the church, they don't really look for, it's not like they're looking for, Christian girls or people who've still got their cookies intact. They can marry anybody. So I'm going to tell you the story of, first of all, let me start the story of Tina. That's not her real name. But she was somebody that I knew a while ago. It was the year of our Lord, 2020. Not 2020. What am I saying? No, 2020. 2000, the year 2000. When I did my youth service, in 1999, 2000. Yeah, that's when I did my National Youth Service Corps, NYMC. I did my NYC, 1999, 2000. And where I was serving back then in Nigeria, in the city of Abuja, I ran into a young woman who was young like me as well. We just finished, uni. She was from a different uni. I didn't know her from uni, but, during youth service, they just dispatch people to different organizations. So I met her. I met her during my service. So we're serving in the same place. To be honest, me, I'm a village girl. I always say it. I'm not ashamed of it. I'm not used to that level of exposure. What I experienced with this young babe called Tina is something I've never seen before. Like she was properly, when you say a Lagosian, she was exposed. She was partying. She was going around like she had so many toasters. The way she used to dress. Okay, she had a car. Let me start with that. Except you come from an affluent family where they will give you a car at university in Nigeria if your parents have money. I don't see any youth corper that has money to buy a car because you are just finishing university. So Bolotirowo, Nigeria is not somewhere where you are a student, you are working at the same time. In most cases, it doesn't work like that. People where they graduate, never see work. So this girl had a car. So all of us youth corper were like, Tina, where you see car? And the kind of clothes she was wearing, expensive clothes. And she used to dress like, she doesn't really wear English dressing. She used to wear Ruan Buba. Typical Lagosian, all this Ilorin. I think she's from Ilorin. That's where she grew up, around that area, Ilorin. So, Muslim. She's not a Muslim, she's a Christian, but that's the area she grew up. So she used to dress in a Ruan Buba. But I'm telling you, the kind of laces this girl used to wear. I'll be wondering, now the same Alawi where they pay us. Now the same Alawi when they pay us for this office at NYC. How much was our Alawi? Hey, Jesus, I can't remember our Alawi. Our Alawi was 3,000 naira. Was it 3,000? Anybody that served around that time, please, can you remember how much Alawi? Alawi is what youth corpers called allowance. Used to call it Alawi. I don't know how much we were paid, but it wasn't a lot. It wasn't up to 5,000, including what the office was paying us. And this girl will be wearing laces of like 50,000 naira. I'm talking about 1999. 100,000. Where they see money? Come out for Ogun. It was later that we found out that it was sugar daddies that were giving her money to sustain that lifestyle, right? This girl had multiple sugar daddies everywhere. Like she would date anybody that can sustain her lifestyle. So that's how she was getting money. We were serving, all of us were like um as coppers now, we stay in boys' quarters and we share room. I remember I used to share a room with my friend in Canada. We were sharing a room in one boys' quarter in Gariki. She was living in a flat. I say, hey, what is this? Anyway, my mother raised me right. Me oloju kokoro. I know the chuka for waiting or consign me. I was not jealous. I was not envious. I was just interested to know how she was funding this lifestyle. Maybe she's from Omo Baba Olowo ni, where her parents get money and things like that. But later, now, gist, getting to know one another, and it's a period of 1 year, so it's a lot of time to know somebody. That's when I know, say, now sugar daddy, they fund the lifestyle. She was all over the place. I'm telling you that when we go on, we used to go to offices, where I said we'll go and visit some orgas because there's a complaint in there. I served in a place that is like the ombudsman, the local ombudsman thingy. Next thing I go see say they don't give a card. Me now, I don't know what they go on. I go just they look like next thing go tell me say don't go back, go see that oga. I say, which time they take give you card where you think go see oga? Cause they look like person where just come. Anyway, you get the gist. My dear, she was out there dating multiple men. She was going out. In fact, one of the guys that we're serving with, a guy, I remember that guy. I don't know where I will see that guy again in this life. The guy became her friend because the guy, we were in camp together, but we didn't know each other. Now camp is big. It's a big place. So people that are Nigerians that went to youth camps, and you know how it is big. Mm-hmm. Junior said that facts. Good girls end up with bonongo packs. These ones don't share they shine their eye, and they have a good time, and they have got zero time for foolishness. Okay. This girl, when I say bad, I'm saying bad in brackets, right? Like she was out there. She was living the life. This guy, okay, let me finish the story. The guy that befriended her in her place of work, a fellow youth copper, when not get shingbang like all of us, where we're just new graduates, right? We never even know what Nigeria hope for our future. Nishe, Nile, we didn't have anything. We were just starting out in life. Everybody is trying, okay, where will I get? I mean, if you're a youth copper, the first primary thing that you're looking for is a job. And for women, marriage. Okay? So the guy befriended her. It was later we found out that this guy that befriended her was the one that was even setting her up with all the guys. I'm talking of Abuja during Obasanjo's time. There was money. There were big men in positions that could spoil girls who are willing to play with money. Mm-hmm. And she was collecting. So why am I bringing this story, my people? The reason why I'm telling you this story is because a few years later, I heard that this same Tina, that we were saying that in our mind, now, we will judge her. Definitely now, we will judge her. In our mind, we're like, Moburuku ni. How can tell your sleeping around, doing all these things with men? Girls now, we know how to. Now she first bring wedding card. Out of all of us, now she first bring wedding invitation that she's getting married. I was like, what? You are getting married to who? Alaji, as third wife, as second wife. Lori Iro is not third wife. She was marrying a guy that has never been married, a successful guy who was doing business, fine boy, everything. Tick, tick, tick. Okay, so that's story number one. I've just told you about Tina. Now I'm going to tell you about the sister that I'm talking about. This sister is somebody that I know, and she told me that, right from when she was young, her mother always knocked it into her head that, keep yourself, don't give up your cookies, don't do this, don't do that, keep it for your husband, which is what, a lot of us had that growing up. It's a typical thing that Nigerian parents, mothers especially, will tell you. My mother was a Aluta Continua. She didn't even tell you keep it. My mother would just tell you, "Pé, if you go and do kerewa, you will get pregnant and that's the end of your life." Imagine telling a teenager that kind of a thing, that you will get pregnant and that will be the end of your life. People are not liking. Inko's Pope said people are not liking. Yeah, people are enjoying story. You don't like, okay, I'm going to pause. When you like, I will continue. No like, so yeah, go back and like Ejo Tori Olong. Chineke, we have almost 500 people and the likes are just, how many? Not even 200. It's not good now, but the farm. If you are enjoying this story, I'm going somewhere. Go out and like it, please. Let's have likes. You heard that, Oluremi, from your mother, Abi? Ha! My mom, Jesus. My mom didn't play. She was very strict. Guys, please give this video a thumbs up. She didn't play. She will just tell you, Pé, if you go and have kerewa, you get pregnant. That's it. The fear of kerewa is the beginning of wisdom for me growing up. I don't think my mom even considered that there was a way of having kerewa without getting pregnant. I don't think she ever knew that, honestly. Because her own is that kerewa and you are pregnant. And once you are pregnant, your life is over. Chai. Oh my God. I mean, yeah, we didn't get along very well when I was young, but later I understood what she was trying to do. She was trying to protect me and to make sure that, I fulfill my dreams. So I'm grateful to her for that. I didn't have that teenage pregnancy, because it does ruin a lot of things for young women back in Nigeria back in the day. People never say like, oh, okay, it's gone up to 200 now. Eshe gone you. Thank you. God bless you. Everybody that has liked this video, in this 2023, everything that you are expecting, it will come to you easily. Please give us a thumbs up. So, that is the story. I've told you the story of the bad girl, the one we call bad girl that got married before everybody. Now let's go to the good girl. Has everybody liked? Okay, if you've liked, please. Thank you for those who have liked. Thank you. I appreciate you. I will keep praying for you guys because I love you guys. You are too much. So, the good girl. From the same African background, Christian parents got into, Christianity, gave her life to Christ very early, and she believed every single word that is taught in the church, that as a woman, don't have any kerewa until you get married. She practiced it. She believed it and she practiced it. It was not, as a matter of fact, she told me that it was until recently that she found out that some Christian women in the church, some girls in the church are actually doing kerewa. I say, not today. She said she never knew. I think there's a bit of naivety there, because this is somebody that grew up in Nigeria. You went to school in Nigeria, so you would have seen it going on. Even though the people pretend, now, Nigerian Christians will sabi pretend where. A lot of us pretend. And I'm not saying this to say that there is no dignity in waiting, no. But this is my issue with this thing about giving up your cookies. So, because Nigeria is a patriarchy society, they always make only women. They tell girls, keep it for your husband, but they don't tell boys. I never remember, I can't remember my mom telling my brothers not to get girls pregnant or not to have girlfriends or to have kerewa. It was only us, the girls. So the thing I have about this whole thing is that if you want to keep it, if you want to keep your cookies, keep it because it's what you believe in and this is what you want to do. Don't do it because you are trying to please your future husband. Yeah, because chances are he's not kept his own. So I believe in equality. If you are keeping your own, then everybody should keep their own. If you are not keeping your own, then why are you looking for somebody that's kept their own? I know a lot of guys, even to today, will be telling you that they'll be telling you that my wife, I married her as a virgin. I married her as a virgin. You, are you a virgin, Oga? Are you a virgin? Were you a virgin? Mm? Yeah. Keep it if you want to, because this is your value. Okay. But don't keep it because you are waiting. If it's your value in terms of, what the Bible says about, not having the marriage bed undefiled, and as a Christian, you don't want to have, premarital kerewa. Yeah, by all means. But our parents made it seem as if it was only women that had the duty of keeping it. The men are okay to run around and do whatever they like. All right. Okay. So let me finish the story of the second sister. So the sister, good sister, really, really good sister. Honestly, good. Did everything right. Went to school. Did everything she was told to do, and then church dating, Christian dating in the church, and everybody. And she said that she never even had, much relationship. She only had like maybe 2 relationships. She said, and I'm talking about a 50-year-old woman. 2 relationship, and it never got there. It never led to Kiriwa. And she's 50, still waiting on the Lord for marriage. If God will do it. And I do appreciate that it's not everybody that will marry. And I know some women will fulfill, not only men, women, people generally they will fulfill purpose without getting married. It's not everybody that will marry. But if this is what you desire as a woman, you want to marry, and you've been told all your life, keep your cookies, you are not supposed to have kerewa, and you are in the church. Why are the brothers in the church not looking at marrying somebody like that is a good girl? Why is it that is people like Tina that slept with anything sleepable in this world that are the ones getting the good husband? Why? That's what I want to find out. Why? I don't know why. So that's why I'm asking the question, does it pay? Does it pay to be a good girl? I don't know whether it pays to be a good girl or not. So you guys tell me. I shared my link. Yeah? We got guests already. Natu is here. Okay. Use the link and come in. Okay, Natu, you're welcome. Can you hear me? Have I added you? Hold on. No. Okay. All right. So I've got guests here. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to figure this thing out, to be honest, because how to stream. Okay. Natu, I've got you. Welcome. Use the link, guys, and come into the studio.
Good afternoon, ma. Good afternoon, Auntie
Hello,
B.
darling. Hello, my daughter. How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
Does
So,
it pay
as
to
for
be
your
a good
question,
girl?
yes, it pays. You're doing it for yourself.
Right.
Honestly speaking, you're doing it for yourself. And what we don't understand is that this career, when you do it with different people, it's not every relationship that leads to marriage, but you are putting things in your body. You understand? And
Mm-hmm.
even aside those things and those spirits that you are receiving, you don't even know where it's going to lead you. Something might happen that leads to something that might affect you in the future. You understand? So even like you're saying, my mom used to say that to us. We used to feel very bad. We're always fighting our mom. But honestly speaking, now I'd be wishing like I just wish I would listen to her. Will have understand what she's saying better. But it does pay because you're doing it for yourself. You're clearing your conscience. Like me, I used to joke around and tell my husband, in my life, I've never dated two guys at the same time. Never ever. Till I got married. So if my husband started, I'd be like, me, I have a record. Man, don't ever join me and you fight. No. So that's my own. So honestly speaking, and doing that has given me a clear conscience anywhere, anything I do. So it really pays. It pays for you. And some of these ones that are doing church girls or good girls. So it depends, good girl or church girl. If you're talking about the church girls, because they're spending so much time in church, they are praying, but they're not putting themselves in the right place that they will find a man, or they are not putting themselves out there.
But
Market
there
where
are
you
men
put
in
on
the
that.
church now. Are there not men in the church?
There are men in the church, right? But what if the husband that God has ordained for you is not in the church?
There's nothing
So
like
because
husband God has ordained for you, my dear.
Auntie B, so you'll be
Mm.
doing house and church, house and church, house and church alone. And we have more women in the church than one way in the church than men.
Let me
So
tell you
let's say
what
that
I find out. What I've this is my own personal observation, Natu, and I'm not saying that you are not speaking your facts. Yeah.
mhm,
When I was in Pentecostal church, I realized that most of the people, including some of the associate pastors, were going to marry people from outside the church. They were not marrying the girls in the church.
true, true.
So if they are in the church, they are committed to the church, serving the Lord in purity, and everybody is they are overlooking them to go and marry. Who is supposed to marry them? Knowing that these people don't go to clubs, they don't go to bars, they don't go to lounges, they don't go to parties, even. It's only church work. So that's why I'm asking the question.
And to be
The
some
good
of these
girls
men, it's
finish
not purity
last.
that is their problem. It's not
Mhm.
purity that's their problem. Some of these men, it's not purity that's their problem. And the fact that you are seeing the girl in church every day praying like she's keeping herself, she's not doing anything bad, does not mean that she's a good person or she has a good character or if you marry her, she'll be a good wife. I used to have a boss in Nigeria that used to say that he can never date or marry a virgin. He says that all the time. He said, I don't want to teach anybody anything. Me too, I want to be somebody teaching me something. That's his rule. The moment he knows you are, that's it for him. Yes.
Right.
So some people want the experience. Some people is not like if you're being a bad girl, that's your past. But do you have a good character? Are you a good person? Are you relatable? If I bring you, my family be able to come to the house. Will I be able to have peace in my house? You don't go and carry somebody that be carrying Bible. When she come out, she be. I know somebody that used to be in our church that used to beat her husband.
So you
And
are
if you see
saying
that
that
woman,
the fact that somebody is in church doesn't mean that they are a good person.
yes, yes, the fact that they're not doing career does not mean that they'll be an angel when when you marry them.
Hmm.
Nope. I have somebody in my
So
church that used to beat her husband now.
mhm. What did your
Yep.
husband do?
He ran away, he left her.
Do you
Before
know, I found something out recently on social media. Really, Nigerian women, they are something else. So, you know how this is completely off topic, but I need to say it. So, in Nigeria, when your husband is misbehaving, you're having problems in your marriage, maybe he's cheating or he's not taking care of the family, he's living,
mhm.
a life that is irresponsible, they'll tell you to go and pray. So in Nigerian women now, what they are doing is that when a man comes to complain on social media, especially on
They'll say, go
platforms
and
like
pray.
Dr. Shola, they say, go and pray. Keep praying for him.
I've seen those comments.
Keep praying for her. Do fasting.
Be
She will change.
patient, be patient. Go to one room. Go to one room.
Why are you people like this now? You are not nice. They say that because women are always told to go and pray. So that's what they are
Yes,
telling
now.
men
So
to
the
go
man
and
should do the
pray.
same. The man
Oh
should do
my
the same
God.
too. But honestly, some men are going for experience. It's not all about this good girl thing with the mouth. Good girl, oh, she's a good person until you marry. When I was getting married, one of my auntie-in-law said, if you marry, if you have any problem with your husband, it's you because he doesn't have problem. I said, auntie, you don't live with him before as husband
I
and wife.
wonder.
She said no. And she said no. I said, okay, no, please don't comment. You know him the side of nephew. When we marry, I'll tell you the other one. Can you imagine?
Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. And
So
that's the
it's not
truth.
like church. Oh.
People know
Nope.
people based on relationship, like family relationship. You think you know the
Yes.
person that they are good people.
Yes.
But it's only when you live with somebody at home that you know their true character.
Yep. Yep.
Hmm.
Yep. So forget that church the way they say and TV sometimes.
So do
Those
you
are
think
the ghosts
that
that they pray
good
well.
girls in your
Good girls
opinion, do
pray.
you think that good girls finish last?
They finish last, even if it's late. Some people are not even meant to get married. We should understand that part first. It's
But
not
what
everybody
if
that is
the
meant to
person
get
wants to
married.
marry now? Let's say she wants to marry, but she can't
Auntie
find
B,
someone.
okay, if you want to marry and you can't find someone, it doesn't mean that if God wants to give you a God fearing husband, it doesn't mean that you have to meet the God fearing husband in the church.
Okay.
Do you understand? The God fearing husband can be coming from somewhere. And we've seen men too that are churchmen that didn't end up well. Haven't you seen a Mungo Park pastor? That wife should be saying that this man is a Mungo Park. I found out my uncle was a Mungo Park too. And he's now the leader for church. So God can make you to meet a God fearing man. It doesn't have to be in church alone. No. You can meet him in the market. You can meet him at a wedding. So for you going out, meeting people, hanging out does not mean that you are not a good person. You have to socialize. You have to socialize. Honestly speaking, the person might you might end up being the one bringing the person to church. Sir. The person might be a good person. It might be a God fearing person. It might be the person bringing him to church.
Not to one lady said something. She sent me an email a while ago and told me about how she's a Christian and she met a guy that was very nice to her. But she didn't even look at him a second time because he was not a church boy. He was
Ah,
kind, he was decent, he was hardworking, he was caring, loving. Then she then met somebody else down the line who claims to be a church boy, a Christian, Uyibo, and all that. And the guy is so nasty, very, very
can you
bad
imagine?
to her. So now she was like, you know, because sometimes women make the mistake that when you think that if you meet somebody in the church, then
Yep.
they must be Christ-like, right?
Yes. Yes.
Mhm. But we know that's
I
not true.
think let me shock you. My ex-boyfriend, we were dating. He was Nigeria. I was here. Very as in church guy. When I mean church, he was even a youth pastor. So me and
Mhm.
Baba grew up. When we were dating, I went to Nigeria twice to see him. We grew up together. So we agreed that there was no kerewa. So there was no kerewa now. So one time he was telling me about somebody he was helping. Asha told him to be careful because women, you are being nice to them, they'll be reading the other way around. Sha, we went back and forth. We had a little fight. We decided to break up. After we broke up, I heard that Baba father two kids with two different women while we were together. While we were together. This is my story,
So
Auntie
when
B.
you were not carrying him, he was carrying other people.
Ben Nima. Ben Nima.
No, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm not surprised to be honest. Some folks are very, very pretentious. And because this is what the society expects, they just try to play and
Yes, along.
I'm grateful that pastors these days are telling people pay. It's not everybody you meet in the church. Lo gbadun o. There are some people in the church, the church is like hospital. Some people are receiving treatment. You
And
know,
to be one of my friend have a fiancé that ex-fiancé he was a church guy. He told her that he doesn't want to marry church girl. He wants a woman that know how to do kerewa because he likes kerewa.
most men like
So
women that like to do kerewa.
yeah.
That's the truth.
So
Are you
but they
if you follow Dr. Shola on Instagram, it's like they've opened Dr. Shola's page to people who are suffering from kerewa issues. Whether you see a man saying that my
my
wife has
wife
not
didn't touch
kerewa
me
me, or
for
you see a
five
woman
years.
saying my husband does not kerewa me, I'm tired. Kerewa matter is so exposed
Yep.
in Dr. Shola's platform now. It's crazy. I don't even know
Mm-hmm.
who can solve this problem. So you are completely right about that.
God will
Mm.
help us.
Amen. Thank you very much, my darling.
Yes, ma'am.
Appreciate
Have
you,
a good one.
darling. God bless
Okay.
you. Okay, we are moving on. I've got Bio. Hello, brother Bio. Welcome. Oh, are you in the studio? Out of stream. Okay. Brother Bio, can you hear me?
Hello, Auntie B. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. Welcome.
I greet you specially. Hailings,
How, brother?
hailings.
How are you there now?
Ade Kankpe.
Welcome, welcome.
Ade Kankpe. So, you know, this is a very good one. I know this topic you were supposed to do a while ago, if I
I
remember.
know. Politics
Oh,
don't let me see road. Somebody come and ask me
okay.
whether I don't turn to political channel.
Yeah, it's good now. So at least after the election now, we know that there's a new
And I want
type
to the
of
happen for
love
our
now
country
called
now. We're all
neck
interested
love.
now.
Neck
Yeah,
love. Neck
yeah.
love.
Mm.
So, you know, there's something I want to say. because we thank God that just like the last caller said it, uh, you know, we can't. Christianity does not mean, or being good does not mean because you are not doing one thing. No, you understand? Like, say for instance, someone might not really be a good Christian and might not like Kirewa. Do you understand? For instance, so someone might not even be a Christian and still also be a V. That is just the truth. It's very possible. Do you understand? So by a definition of a good girl, to me, I don't see a good girl as somebody who is saying, "Oh, maybe I'm not career wine before marriage or whatever." That would not make you a good girl. So
That
with that
I
being,
mean, what you are saying now is the truth to a lot of men. But women don't know that. We feel like
yes,
if we don't give you the cookies, that means like you love us more, you respect us, and we are
no,
waiting.
no, not for men like me anyway. Of course, no, like we always say, they say no formula is constant in terms of human behavior, right?
Temiti say
But
you dey lick lips. Temiti they give you gbasgbos. He say you dey lick lips because you too like kerewa.
yeah, well, Timothy is very correct. She know now because I don't want to go to Bible verses here. Today is not preaching. If not, I will show you places in the Bible where God have instructed us to kerewa well. You can Google it and you see the chapters there. I can send you video on that, but let's not go there. So
Temiti leave bio alone for us.
so
So
kerewa
he
should,
knows the word of God. He knows
yes,
the word of God. You remember he
God
was almost a
created
priest.
kerewa for us to
Mhm,
enjoy it.
mhm.
One thing people don't understand is there's nothing that God has created that He created for us not to enjoy to the fullest. He created kerewa for us to enjoy kerewa to the fullest. It is there. So a girl liking kerewa does not mean she's not godly. Do you understand? And that is what have killed a lot of Christian marriages today because people are now trying to pretend to what their nature is not truly like. So, what is my point here? My point here is that some people naturally, Auntie B, the way their body is naturally, regardless of who they are with, they really don't, they are not sex, their sex drive is not strong. If that's to make a right statement, right?
Love
Why so?
making. Use love
Yes,
making
love
instead.
making. Yeah, love making is not really their thing. It doesn't mean they can even be a very bad person, but
Let me tell
love
you
make.
something, oh, Bio, you don't bring something where it just occurred to me now.
Okay.
You know something? I dey talk
Mm-hmm.
jokingly when I started the show.
Mm-hmm.
Say my mama that time they tell us say if you carry why you go carry belle and your life go ruin. But you
Yeah.
know, say some of our mothers do that thing to the extreme where be say some women now they can't hate kerewa.
Mm-hmm.
Not only because say their mama they talk, some women can still get some experience. Maybe they first kerewa them where they dey small,
Yeah.
they suffer from some trauma. They don't like kerewa,
Yeah.
but they go still want marry. But when they
Yes.
marry, they only want born pikin. You need to
Yes.
just go Dr. Shola page, you go see what they
Mm-hmm.
talk. So at the end of the day, the men go call, they say, she know the grill. One man, when I read the own Chineke, what my eye don't see for that page recently, plenty. The man thought say, in wife, na oli.
Mm-hmm.
He say, Bobby, if you put mouth for Bobby, he say, go say you go air fire. No, this Bobby where you put mouth so.
Mm-hmm.
He say Kerewa, say she go just lie down there, they do as if she know they are alive, say she know they participate at all. Say you
Mm-hmm.
don't tired, you don't know what to do. So I don't know how you know, but so many things don't happen where we say some women they don't tune us for this thing. Like they
Yes.
not today interested anymore. They don't want. They want the marriage, they want the ring, they want the baby and the family life to say Mrs. You know now Nigerian women like Mrs. But they don't really like Kerewa. That one another issue again. Bio, you dey hear me? I don't hear Bio again, no. Bio, I don't hear you again. No, now they hear you. Mm? Okay, make I ask
Auntie
somebody
B,
else.
can you hear me?
You don't come back now. I just want to replace you just now.
Okay,
Welcome.
so let me just quickly end up this. I don't know what's happening with my line. So, yeah, so in summary, the point I was driving on was what you just said. We know that Christianity, largely by our people, is really defined as being religious, not really being a Christian. Do you understand? So, a lot of people are just being religious, not really that they are really Christians. They really have the Spirit of God in them as Christians. So these have also affected the way we judge somebody being a good girl, and marrying from the church. Like me, I cannot marry from the church. 100%. I am telling you this. The
Why?
reason, yes,
Why?
I will tell you why. The reason why I cannot marry from the church is because the church is a place where people just go and act a script. So going to a place where they are acting a script to pick somebody, most people are not really themselves in their church environment.
You know, I've never
And
thought about it like that before, Bio. You are making a lot of sense.
it's a
Mm.
script. So what am I trying to tell you? If you go pick a guy, both ways, this is not just for men or women, right? If you see me in church on Sunday, this you that know me no bodo you say, na bra Bio be this. Because I dey kabash. That is the truth. You understand? So you are going to judge
You
me.
know what I'm saying? The kabash. you are
You
that,
can laugh.
you are bro kabash for there.
No,
Hmm?
yeah, what I mean kabash is that I'm always in my holy mood.
You
Do you
are
understand?
holy. You are
Yes,
holy.
I'm
Hmm.
praying. I dress good to church, corporate, Holy Spirit rules. You
Nobody
know,
say you like Kerewa like that for that church.
you know, go just show like that. Not say the eye jam, but it will not just show because where I dey na holy place, a place of God, right? So
Hmm.
I'm not in my everyday life. And
Right.
marriage is supposed to be practiced in our everyday life, not in
Absolutely.
church.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So
Mm-hmm.
we are not going to marry and remain inside church. We are going to marry and live at home for everyday challenges.
Hmm.
Do you understand? Thank
Yeah.
you. So it is just the same way if you have a Christian brother that is your friend. Let's say this is not even marriage. What's your relationship? You people will always operate in the Christian part of your life because
Hmm.
you people knew each other from church. That family is your Christian sister family. You people will always be on that platform. To be honest, is different from a friend that you made from the road, the streets. When I mean street, doesn't mean a bad place. Let's say a friend
Yes.
you met
Yes.
somewhere else,
Outside in
outside
the
the
open
church.
world. Yes.
Thank you. Do you understand me? Auntie B, there are some things, it's not like you're trying to hide it. There are some things you can say to your pen friend normally that you cannot say to your Christian sister.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Absolutely.
this is also applicable in relationship. So when people go to church to find love, you are going to see the part of that person that probably even if it's real, but that is in his church character, not really in his or our everyday character. And that is a risk. So with that being said, now another risk to watch out for because I have seen, see, Auntie B, I don't want to come here come dey share personal issues. See, I have met somebody that passed every exam. The only thing that gave me red flag was that this is somebody that she listens to pastor. If I you get what they pray for him, if that person call today say,
They
you
run after
see,
pastors.
yes, if that person call today say, that brother you are with, heaven say no. I swear to God, without I even seeing anything wrong, just because that pastor used that word, heaven says no. Nothing they happen. And do you know why he will always say heaven says no? Because that pastor, the person is just religious. That pastor, they believe so much And
that's
that,
a proper red flag, Dio. You
yes,
dodge this.
no.
Yeah. No, because women are always running after all those kind of things that they would tell them. I mean, I heard something recently. I think it was 2 days ago. I was trying to follow up because I was trying to follow up on the political gist about Lagos and all that. Now I can't go read something where they talk. Say they say one woman, hey, they say one woman for Abuja
Mm-hmm.
he pay person wey be GLB, the fake one,
Mm.
not be the real one, 10
Yes,
million naira, make he stop to the talk about Apostle Suleiman.
yes,
Say he talk, say he no care, all this is where they talk. That's how they carry Apostle matter. Say because of the Alima and all that, all these women where they follow allegedly.
yes.
The woman just say, he say they 10 million now he pay,
Mm-hmm.
and at the fake person go pay. I say, so woman ready to pay. So I'm linking it to what you they talk about women that run after pastors and prophets.
Yes.
Dangerous. It's very dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Yes.
Very, very dangerous. Because at the end of the day, you would just be listening to false voice. You will be so carried away that you will not be focused. Marriage is an everyday exercise. Do you understand? Then for those that are saying that, I know it's for fun because I just listened to read some of the comments. I know it's for fun. We are all trying to make things lively, by making fun. I don't take anything personal. So and I'm serious about it. When I said it, I didn't say the Bible say we should go and carry our outside. No, that's not what I said. I said the Bible even encourages us. I will look
Mm-hmm.
for that scripture again.
Mm-hmm.
Encourages us where he said that the man should even teach. That is that kerewa thing. How to make love. It's inside the Bible. Before the end of this show, I will look for that verse again and paste it there.
No, no,
And
no,
a
no, no.
pastor,
I get what you are saying,
you
Bill.
understand?
I really appreciate that because at
Yes,
the end of the day, if you go marry,
yes,
who talk that in Achino Achebe, I mean, who talk am? Say, as long as the marriage bed is shaking, the
yes.
sorted, in the marriage, you are good. If the bed
Thank
still dey
you.
shake, you are okay.
So for me, I can speak in tongues in church. As far as my wife, call back home, use that tongue to suck something
Let
or
me,
lick something.
Bill, you don't dey go too
So,
far now. Okay, hold on, Bill.
mhm.
Bill, why are you doing
It,
this now?
no, is
You,
it?
you don't
Oh, you
corrupt
don't
me now.
understand what I'm saying.
Make I tell
Auntie
you
B,
something. You see
did
what
God
the,
say we should not do with our partner?
hold on now.
Okay,
You don't get carried away now. You don't dey talk about all the
okay,
things
go
where they want
ahead.
his mouth to do. Now, so we take move from whether good guys they carry last to Kerewa matter. Kerewa matter to the sweet people. Jesus. You especially, brother Bio. You like Kerewa too much. Okay, so one man
Yes.
talk and say on this YouTube now, watch and PK talk say, in on go one church when the GO they preach. Now the wife come sit down there, come tell the wife say he can't talk the
Mm-hmm.
man say he say everybody he won't go on with this man. And they say now your wife oh. Now they say
Yes.
but now your husband. I say no. He said the man when they preach for yes so say not be
Mm-hmm.
the wife when the husband when they see for house. Say this
Yes.
one it goes back to what you were saying about people are
Right.
acting a script when they come to
Thank
church.
you. Yes.
He said no. He said for house, this man, they beat me. He they do anyhow. They talk to me. They love me. They
Hmm.
care for me. But for pulpit, this man want they see so now angel.
Hmm.
So now this man
Yes.
won't marry. So you see what I'm saying? You are
Yes.
right in what you are saying. Now me call that. Now today you made me understand now why all those church brothers because me I be respect for them that time when I did Nigeria. Say one I know they see all these women, including one woman pastor. This woman
Mm-hmm.
stay for that church, so tell she almost be 60. Nobody agree marry am. I
Yeah.
say what they believe. They go you every day wedding. They go outside go marry people come. I say all these women that they church go, I know they see them.
Mm-hmm. You see?
So you are right, but not
You
tell us what
know?
you want. May they use mouth to
No,
do. I beg.
no. I won't talk that again. But my just don't be too religious not to enjoy life. That is my key point. When I mean enjoy life, not in a bad way. Oh, please, those listening. What I'm saying is that don't say good girl. I'm marrying a good girl. my wife is a good woman, for instance. Because the reason I'm saying this, some men they where we say that they use that idea, they say, okay, this girl is a good girl, is this, because of that one, then they accept to their own wife, they know they feel satisfied emotionally. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
And we know that as Christian, temptation is bound.
Yeah.
The day the devil allowed that person to go by mistake, chop something for outside, hey, you go say, so now this one, Adam apple. You go say, now this one, now they miss. Do you understand?
Make I
So
talk
what
one
I'm,
before you go.
uh-huh.
Brabio, make I talk one. Again, one I
Go
want to talk.
ahead.
This one
Yes.
they important too because we dey talk Kerewa matter now.
Mm-hmm.
So Pastor Shola talk say, he say Nigerian women, a lot of us, maybe because of, again, because of our upbringing, how our parents they tell us now about Kerewa matter.
Yes.
Say we know they like to exploit. Would they just like to, would they pretend as if we don't like calm? Not only very few, not all of us, but obviously, because even till today, women like myself, when they very, very okay with our sensual. When I say sensuality, is different from
Yes.
sexuality. You
Yes.
understand? They afraid to show. Say, okay, now I like what I like. I like this, and
Yes.
I don't need to be ashamed of it
Right.
because it gets shaming, where they for that matter or Kerewa matter
Yes.
for women. I don't know whether
Yes.
you know.
Of course, yes.
So if you like Kerewa as a woman growing up in Nigeria back in my day, I don't know about now because these days now all of them, all this gen whatever they call them,
Right.
they don't borrow. I don't know what they do
New
these days.
generation.
Yeah, I don't know. But back in my day, if you who born you? You like Kerewa. So equal talk say some Nigerian men for America, when they can't go test drive all these African American and other women when not come from Africa background or Nigerian background, where they know when they know to they worry about, what people person go think about them. I be good girl. I know Sabi, I know those things. Say once they go test drive, they know they come back. Oh, they don't hook for them.
You see?
Because the thing don't sweet them.
And just to give advice to those that are Christian, please take note that sometimes your actions, you are depriving your partner of sexual pleasure. That is the truth. Your actions, by not being yourself, you are depriving your partner of sexual pleasure. And once you are doing that, you are standing a strong risk. Auntie B, hope you can hear me.
I hear you.
Yes, you are standing a strong risk because now we are beginning to see people who, because of Christian, this is why the risk of playing that good person is not good. A man will come and say to the wife that, the wife just touched her and say they're in the mood. We say, we gotta come from church now. And so, is the marriage a sin? The marriage is love.
They are in the holy mood. They are in the holy mood.
We just come from church.
We
and
take
so,
Holy Communion today, so let the Holy Communion Holy Communion digest.
What kind of talk be that one? Do you understand me? Or a man say because a man go church come back. If na man will do at least 3 to 4 rounds a day normally, capable man.
Now food, I beg. Okay, you don't try.
Okay,
now food, now food, I beg.
Okay. So that is why it is good to follow your marriage is a machine. You understand? You need to. You cannot
Holy Communion digest.
You cannot put a caterpillar machine inside 504. Do you understand? So you must understand the kind of vehicle you are going to first, because this church thing will not allow you to choose the right engine. Do you understand? Because if you see a brother that you see that is kabashing before you marry, you think, okay, this one will get problem.
Kabashing, and they like the thing pass. They like Kerewa pass. Not today.
So
let me say, like Kerewa.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you, Auntie B.
Babi, you do well. I appreciate you, my brother.
All right.
Okay. Later. Okay. Brother Bio. Ola, man of president don't talk, say go carry this matter, go Kerewa matter. And incidentally, don't end up for Kerewa matter. The question is, do good girls finish last? Why are people not marrying the church girls and they are marrying the girls that are out there that have been they've seen it all, they've done it all, they are wearing the t-shirts? Is it because they are more experienced with Kerewa? That's what I want to hear. And I want men to call in and tell me, is it that the virgins in the church are not appealing to you? Why are you not marrying them like this lady in the church? Why? Why is it that you go out there to go and marry the ones that we, as judgmental fellow sisters who call bad girls? I don't know. Bamdele, welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I'm just coming back from that background. It's like I don't know why there's so much hypocrisy because even with me, I'm even be considered an abnormal person because I'm not into Karawa because I'm a Christian man. I live before God,
Right,
and I don't because it does say in the Bible that you should not, if two one becomes one flesh, that's what you're doing. So,
right.
and I feel that you should, just because you go to a church on a Sunday doesn't mean that you're a Christian. They see your actions. So, and we don't really know what's going on when you go to a building to worship. Like everybody is, do you really actually know what's going on in their household, like how they live their life apart from the church? Because like I don't know, the church is really so messed up, and they have these standards saying that, you know, I don't know, it's ridiculous. So yeah, that's what I have to say.
Why do you say the church standard is ridiculous? That's the standard of Christ.
But they don't live up to it. So
It's
it's
not everybody though. Like this sister that I was telling you about, the 50-year-old sister, she's living by it. She followed everything that was told in the church.
I guess so, but it's like what you're saying right now is like um but what's the whole point of the church if you don't live according to, because if you know how to read and write, you know what the Bible's saying, and what's the whole purpose of the ministry, the church is like they're not teaching you the proper, because let's be real, just because you go to a building to worship does not mean you're a Christian.
So, do
Yeah,
you believe that people should just, I mean, as a Christian that you are, I know you're a Christian, you're a pastor, as a matter of fact, or
yeah,
a minister. Let me say you're a minister. Because, I've known you for a very long time, Bamdele.
yeah.
I have not forgotten you. Yeah. So, do you believe that, is the proper thing to wait until you are married before you start having, before you start making love?
Well, of course, yeah, because that's what it is, and that's the marriage covenant. Like, why would you be going? Why would you be going around, sharing your body with somebody else when you're not married to? It's just ridiculous,
Mm, yeah.
Well, and I understand. I don't know the standards of this world that is saying that, well, you should have a relationship. Well, even if you wanted to get married to somebody, well, that's the purpose of why you're dating somebody, why you're having a relationship. And it's
Yeah.
like, if you're dating somebody and there's no intention of you marrying the person, why are you having a relationship with other people? Why are you having this relationship with this person? You're just
Yeah.
like wasting your time.
Absolutely. Are you married now, or are you in a relationship?
Well, I used to be in a relationship, but it didn't really work out because just like, me personally, the woman wasn't really, I don't know, it just seems like I'm doing all the work, but she's not doing any of the reciprocation. So it's like
Right.
if a person's not reciprocating the energy that you bring, then
Mm-hmm.
you're just like really wasting your time and energy.
Yeah. Are you independent now in terms of, your career, living arrangements and all that?
Well, in terms of my career, I'm finished. I'm actually finishing up my dissertation. I am working. I'm kind of like a hustler. So I work full time. I do three businesses on the side, and that's where
So
I
you're
have.
making money.
Yeah, but I need to make more money.
Yeah. You need to make money, my brother. Money is very, very important to life and family. Mm, yeah. But I thank you for calling in. I appreciate you. Thank you. I know that, whenever we do this sort of topic, you jump in because you're a Christian man And, I value your contribution. Thank you very much. Have a good day. That is Bamidele. He's in the United States of America. One of my earliest subscribers. Honestly, I remember him like it was yesterday. He's a Christian man. He's single. He's somebody. Temilade, are you shooting your shots? Because you are falling for his voice. Eh? You say his voice is therapeutic, Lobato. Bamdele, somebody is shooting their. I don't know. I'm not doing matchmaking, no. But I'm just repeating or reposting what Temilade said. Okay. All right. You're welcome to the show, my darling. Bibi, can you hear me?
Yes, Auntie B, I can hear you, and I can't stop laughing.
It's like somebody is falling for the sexy voice. So I'm not doing matchmaking, but I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
No, but you know what though? There's nothing wrong with that because she's been upfront. And that's why the good girls kind of tend to, finish last because a lot of them are not upfront. I mean, you don't have to go all the way for you to express yourself. And the culture that we come from, everybody is like, oh, okay, don't say anything, just be seen. And a lot of times they miss the opportunity. And men like it when you kind of stroke their ego. And the good girls are like, they're not really like that. As much as they like their egos being stroked, they also like a little bit of flirtation, and they like their women, being expressive and opening up and like come out of your shell. And a lot of
Yeah.
times the good girls are just like, in that cocoon, like just being her nest. And
I personally feel that the good girls, yeah, they are at a disadvantage.
to some extent, but
Yeah.
Auntie B, maybe the good girls of then, not the good girls of today. The good girls of today are more expressive. They are more open. They might not
Okay.
necessarily go all the way, but they want to be seen and they want you to
Yes.
admire them and they want
Right.
you to tell them and they go ahead
Okay.
and tell you what they want.
Okay.
So in that instance, and besides, Auntie B, which girl is going to admit she's not a good girl? Even the worst ones we claim are very bad. They're also good girls in their own eyes. It's according
No,
to
no,
how
no,
they
no, no.
interpret it.
No. Even within us women, we know all this.
Yes.
No, 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 no.
No, Auntie B, we know, but to them, they are good.
But
To
you know
them,
the thing, it's not even about that, baby. What I'm concerned about is that it's like men don't care.
Auntie B, they do. They do when the
I
chips
don't
are
think they
down.
do, because even those ones that we think are not good girls are the ones that always grab the best husband first,
Yeah,
more
they
than the
grab
good
it
girls.
first. Auntie B, they grab it first. But when the chips are down, the men go back to look for those good girls because they want to come back to a sane environment. And a lot of times, those good girls that are the preachy ones, they don't know how to play both ways. That's why I said it's the good girl of before. The good girls of now, they know how to switch their game. So if the men want it, like they want them to be flirtatious, they come out of that shell. And if they want them to be calm, they stay calm as well. So
Let me tell you something, baby. So the good girls will not give up the cookies, right?
they won't
Most
give up
men
the
want the cookies.
cookies.
Even the church guys want the cookies.
Oh, those are not church guys, Auntie B. They are just there to cover their real ego.
No, 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 they are church guys, because you have also some people in the church.
Okay, but Auntie B, let's look at it this way. If you say they are church guys, how do they know that they need cookies if they're supposed to be church guys? If
Because they
they
are church guys doesn't mean that they are not human. They don't have feelings.
No, but the thing is, they have feelings. They have feelings quite all right. But
Do
you're
you know
not
what
going,
Kerewa is to a man?
Auntie B, it is super important. Even the madman on the streets.
Ha.
Even the madman
No,
on the
no, no.
streets.
Forget about the man. Go and look at your children that are teenagers and see.
Oh,
I'm
yes.
telling you, Kerewa is like food
It
to an
is.
average man.
It is, Auntie B. But you
So
see,
that's why I'm telling you that I mean, I'm not saying that it's not good to be a good girl, in
yeah.
quotes,
Uh-huh.
but I'm beginning to feel from what I've seen that it's like men don't even care whether you are keeping the cookies or not. They don't, because they will just marry who they want to marry anyway.
That's why I said it was the good girls of before. The good girls of now are not like that again. The good girls of now are the ones that look beautiful. And like I said, they might not want the man to go all the way, but they will still want the man to admire the cleavage. They will still want the man to see their smell them nicely. They will still want the man to see their how beautiful their nails are, how long their legs are, how curvy their shapes are. Those good girls exist. And men actually go out for those good girls because at the end of the day, when all said and done, that man wants to come back home to a calm girl, which the good girls can also switch. So the good girls are not necessarily finishing last anymore like they used to. They are still doing well. But at the end of the day, it depends on where the good girl places herself. Because the good girl also has to come out of her shell. She needs to know how to play her game well. She needs to know where to go to. She needs to know who to talk to. She needs to know how to present herself. She needs to look good for herself before the man can start admiring her. That's how I think it is. So yes, good girls. There are good girls, quite all right, but those good girls are evolving, just as the
Mm.
men are also beginning to evolve.
Mm-hmm.
Because the men are not sitting down and looking at things anymore. In fact, the men sometimes bring those ones that we do not consider as good girls and wrap them well to become the kind of good girl they want to see.
Mm.
So it's a hit and miss game, and it depends on where you find yourself. What is
Yeah.
happening now is those good girls that used to sit in the back of the church, they're coming up front now and crossing their legs and admiring the people that they see in front. And they're like, hey, look at me. I remember one time, I think it was Helen Paul that did one advertisement, and she was, one comedy. And she was like raising her hands and see, like when the girls are in choir and they're praying and they're singing and they're like showing off their fingers, like, look, I'm free. And they look really, really good. The men are noticing. And the girls are getting to know that, you know what? The long skirts that used to be, close to my ankles are not working anymore. Let's make them a little bit above the knee.
Let's take it to the knee so they can see we've got
Exactly.
good
Let's make it a
legs.
little bit above the knee,
Man,
those flat
I
shoes are not
I
really working.
mean,
let's make it 3 inches high and possibly a
let's
little bit
sex it
higher.
up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, and then the
Mm.
doll lipsticks, let's make it a little bit red so I can be popping. Let me wear that weave on. So those good girls are giving people a competition,
They
and
stepped up their game.
oh, they
Hmm.
have, they
I
have,
hear
Auntie
you.
B. They have,
I
they
hear you.
have.
I hear
But
you.
Auntie B, how are you doing though?
I'm good, my darling. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
It was
you.
nice talking to you, Auntie B. Have a
You
wonderful
too.
evening.
You too, my darling. Thank you. Oh my God, BB. Oh, I really enjoyed having that conversation with you. You are right. You're right. Thank you. Cleo, you are next. What do you have to say? Where are you joining us from, Cleo?
Hello, Sister B. I'm joining from Canada.
Hello, from cold Canada. Do you guys have spring yet?
No, not yet, unfortunately. It snowed
Mm,
today. It's gonna
I don't
snow.
envy you. Mm,
I know.
Bele, welcome.
Thank you, Sister B. And
The good girls finish last.
I know. And you're sounding so different. I want to make you laugh, but don't get mad at what I'm gonna say. All those people that sell back in the days that use their cars to sell ekpajebu and I use microphone to
That's what
announce
I
it.
sound like.
That's what you
Like
sound.
somebody sounding like Ekpajebu. Ah, Uma show.
Oh, sister B, I'm
Because I don't
going.
have my microphone here.
Emma
Ah,
Binu.
Uma show. Bayo Shere niye. Because I didn't want to postpone this show again. I've done it twice. I was like,
I'm so
if I
sorry.
postpone it, but what if I will say I'm not serious? Let me just do it, even though where I am is not convenient. Child, it's okay. I'm selling Ekpajebu. Come and buy. You must
Oh
give me
my
super chat
goodness.
before you go. For saying that, Ekpa, if you are selling Ekpa, you have to collect money. So you must give me super chat before you go.
Okay. All
Hmm.
right. I just shot
Welcome.
myself in the legs. I understand.
I
Okay.
promise you guys, I'm not lying. Oh, you want me to put my camera on? I am not lying down. I'm sitting. This is selling Ekpa Ijabu, Magbamike.
Oh my
And you
goodness.
found by me.
When I heard your voice, I was just laughing. I said, this brought me back some memories. Oh
I need to
goodness.
carry my microphone wherever I'm going. Welcome.
Thank you, Sister B. It's good to laugh.
Yes.
I'm just going to, I actually wanted to say something different before the previous caller called in.
Right.
And that was based on my experience while growing up as well. This thing about the good girls and the other girls getting the good guys. I think we've talked about it between myself and my friends then back in the days. I remember at the university we have all these aristo girls. That's what we call them then. So we don't know them as Ron's girl the way they call them now. We used to call them aristo babes. And these babes, they seems to know what is going on. They are the happy babes and on the campus. And we, the other girls, we see them as, oh, this wayward girls, who is going to marry them? But surprisingly, these are the girls that end up with the best guys.
Absolutely. That's what I've been saying.
Sister B, it amazes me. And one thing I've come to realize is these girls are very smart. They have been in the business. They understand this guy. They know what they want. The other kind of girls that well, because girls, we believe that, oh yeah, if I'm a virgin, my husband should worship me. But I don't think men see it that way. Well, you can get the accolade for them meeting you as a virgin at first, but after that, what comes next? The thing is, men want a God-fearing wife or a God-fearing woman who is also a SLUT, because
They want a God-fearing wife who can cook and clean and take care of children, but she's very nasty in the bedroom.
In the bedroom. That's a typical definition of a good wife or the good woman to a man. If you fall short, and that bedroom antics is really important to the men.
That's number one. If you don't know how to cook, don't clean. Just know how to hang on the chandelier. They are okay.
Goodness. They are good with it. And these ladies, they know that part. They work on themselves. They are very smart. They take good care of themselves. And those are the people that knows the business. I want to let me give you an example. So when I was in Nigeria, I was working in the bank, and I have this roommate who is a typical example of a churchy girl, a timid girl, and all of that. When you see the two of us, you can tell, oh, she's born again, blah blah blah. But what I noticed was that you can, even as a lady, you cannot stay with this girl for a day and not get pissed. Because
she's rigid.
Oh my goodness, Sister B. They have zero interpersonal personal relationship. Zero. They carry I don't know what they feel like. And if as a lady, I cannot stand this person, how do you expect to get involved?
And virginity means nothing to a man. If she's like that to fellow ladies, her personality is zero.
It's zero. It took her a while. She eventually got married, but it took her a long. I had to sit her down. See, you carry this religion on your head, and if I look at it, in terms of how you behave and everything, I can't even categorize you as a true Christian, because I know you very well. You call yourself a virgin on the outside, but inside, you're totally different. And I
mean, that conversation about being a virgin, I never understand how it happened. Okay. How did you guys know that she's a virgin? Did she just tell you?
She told me she's a virgin.
Or she brags about it?
Yeah, she brags about it. She told me she's a virgin. She talks about it. But there are some other things she does that even someone who is not a virgin wouldn't do. Okay, you call yourself a virgin, but you still try to get intimate with your fellow girl. And
but you know something that some people can say they are virgins, but necessarily they are not. They can lie.
Yeah,
you know that.
They can. But I know that earlier on. And I remember one of those days at the university, we sit down, we talk, and one of those girls we call Aristo looked at us and said, you guys don't understand the games of finding a good man. You think it's about you try tying yourself down, holy. No, it goes beyond that. They know where to find good guys, because these girls, oh my goodness, they operate on a different level. And they know they get themselves prepared for it. On the other hand, the other girls, they feel, okay, since so long I'm a virgin, I should find any man should see that, should know that I'm reserved and all of that. It
I'm the
doesn't work.
price. I'm the price.
I'm the price, exactly. They see
Mm,
themselves at the price, but it goes beyond that. I just and I one thing because I have a girl child who is 14 years. I believe that as parents we should let our daughters, most especially, know their self-worth, because I think mostly what has been happening lately is some ladies don't know what they are worth, and then they're kind of confused in between. I want this man, but at the same time, I'm not asking the right question. I'm not behaving like I should behave. A lot of times I will see on the Pastor Shola Jordan's page, some women will come with their stories about what their spouses or partner does to them. And then you start by, oh, this person, he beats me, he does this, he doesn't give me, he doesn't talk to me, we don't have a good conversation. And they will end by, but he's a good man. And that's kind of, I get confused because you've stated all the things that this guy does. How do you define what a good man is? Because you just said all of these things about this man, then you come
yeah,
back and say he's a good man. How?
yeah,
A good man will not treat you the way, from what I've read. So I think we need to start having that conversation with our children about their self-worth, their how they relate with the opposite sex or everybody around them. It doesn't have to do with because I am a churchy girl, I shouldn't do, you should see me this way. No, because to be honest, I agree that to some extent, maybe the good girls have started, they are changing, but
yeah.
to a great extent, we still find a lot of them who are still not married, who come online and
So
say, oh, they are
how
tired.
do we? What do we need to do to change the narrative? Because the good girls, who's kept themselves, they are, true believers. We're not even talking about the ones with bad character, the ones that are not, like the one I gave an example. She's generous, she's kind, she's friendly. How do we turn this around to make sure that, they are not finishing last? So, I mean,
I, I,
that men can see them when they are not, even in their 20s, to say that, this is wife material. You don't need to go out there to go and marry somebody, you know, else when there are people right there in the church.
yeah, I know, and I
What do
think
the good guys need to do to change this
I
narrative?
from my own perspective, I think it's more about being expressive, but in a good way. We
Right.
can't be timid and expect people to come and take those words or
So you
whatever
need
we
to put
want to
yourself out there.
out there. Put yourself
I
out
think
there.
that's what BB was saying, that you need to, like, go out there. Don't just be church alone.
No,
Socialize, you know.
socialize.
Yeah.
Ask questions. When you meet a guy, be expressive. Ask basic questions. Because it seems like a lot of marriages these days, people don't even ask questions. You
Mm,
just see this guy and you jump right into it. Ask questions. Take your time to
right.
study. It shouldn't be about sex at first, but getting to know that person, because
Yeah.
men works on emotions. I like they work on your. I think the men of these days want women that are that have some level of intelligence in them. It's not
Yeah.
about you being a virgin or not. No, what do you bring to the table? Most girls are not they are not there yet. So I think we need to start having that conversation, having and understand what it is that we can bring to the table that this men can see that if they see that you are going to add value to them, of course. Why when they are not, but it's just that
Mm.
we don't know our values, we don't know our worth these days. I'm just what I carry is I'm a virgin.
I'm a Christian woman,
I'm a
and
Christian
that's good
woman.
enough.
No,
Mm,
no, we have gone.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm.
Thank you so
Thank you
much.
so much. Yeah. Thank you, Cleo. I appreciate your call. God bless you. Thank you. All right. Well, moving on very quickly. Oh my God. Conversation is heating up. Have you liked the video? Let me check the likes. People are not liking still. What is it with you, Obodo fam, and not liking? Are we enjoying the conversation? Somebody's going to learn from this. We are looking at what men are actually attracted to and what's, is important when it comes to this kind of church relationships. And, I'm particularly very interested in why men in church will go and marry from outside the church and leave the good girls who are serving the Lord. They are faithful, they are working for God, paying their tithes, they are in service in one ministry or the other. and they've not given it up to anybody, keeping the cookies. Why would you leave those girls to go and marry people like Tina? Tina has been everywhere. All the allergies and all the chiefs they've had their time with her. Why? That's what I'm very interested in. Why? Is it that men? Is it that you don't care about all these things? We need to know. I beg. Okay. I am coming to you, Waba. Welcome. Can you hear me? Waba, are you there? Okay, I cannot hear you, so I'm going to go to Adewale because of time, and then Man of Prestige. Waba, if you can hear me, you can join in when you fix your audio, but I can't hear you. Okay.
Hello.
Adewale, hello, my darling. Welcome.
Good evening, to be. How you doing?
I'm good. Welcome.
Yeah. It's an interesting topic today. Well, the concept of good church girls is very confusing to me. Just because you're practicing care abstinence does not necessarily mean you're going to be a good or bad partner. It does not also mean that you're not going to cheat on the person or you're going to cheat on the person. What it just shows at that point, if we're taking the religious aspect from it, is that you have KOR discipline. That's all. Even at least up until that point.
So you think
Because
not having career doesn't mean that you're a good or bad? You're going to be a good or bad
it doesn't, it
spouse.
doesn't,
It just
it's
means
not.
that you have discipline with career.
That's just what it means. That's even up until that point, because there are a lot of people actually that are virgins because they actually haven't had the chance to do the do. It's not necessarily because because that they're trying to be religious or anything. So
Adewale, I hope you are not. Are you a virgin? I need
yes,
to
I
ask
am.
because the way you are standing now, I need to know.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
Oh
But
my goodness, a male virgin.
that's
Congratulations. I'm so happy
that's
to hear that. Guys,
so
can you hear that? Adewale, oh, our baby
that's
in the
not
house.
that's not what I'm here to
How
talk
did you
about.
manage? No, 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 no. We need to talk about this because it's not very, 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 very often that we hear this. It's always about women, women, women. So let me take a minute to celebrate that. I think that's amazing.
There's nothing to celebrate.
No, 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 no. Adewale, don't say that, though. It's something to celebrate for a man. It's something to celebrate. How did you manage to achieve? I'm sure there are so many women that will be like girls from school, everything that want to date you. You're such a good guy, good personality. Adewale is 20 something years old. I think, are you 28 or 27?
I'm 28.
28. Yeah, he's 28 years old. Bio, tell me that at
It's not.
28 that you've not finished all the girls in Benin and Delta. Just tell me. I'm calling you out now, brother Bio. I'm challenging you now because I know you're a bad guy. Even though you went to seminary, even the
I'm not.
seminary said your body no gree stay. You still don't come out because of Kerewa. So allow me to celebrate my darling son
It
Adewale.
just. It doesn't mean I'm a good or bad person. I'm just saying it's not.
You know how I got that when you started saying that. It's not doesn't mean you're a good or bad person. It's just you haven't had time. Mm?
Yeah. So
Oh, God bless you. Well done for keeping yourself, Jare. Chai.
let's get back to the discussion. So
Okay,
I
we
think
will. Sorry if I embarrassed you. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean that. You know you're our
that's
baby
fine.
here. I'm sorry.
That's fine. It's okay. So I think religious places or the churches are not necessarily good places to meet your partner because there's a certain level of piety that is expected in church. Everyone is supposed to be somewhat holy or appear to be holy.
Yes.
So there's a lot of pretending going on, and that also brings discomfort amongst the opposite
Yeah.
sex. So people don't like to, mingle or do anything in church. You just go there, you
Even
pray,
the
and
ones
you
that
go
did it
home.
last night, they will come and be pretending.
Exactly. So you just do it, and everyone goes home. So most of the reason why guys actually don't get married to those like quote unquote good girls in church is because they don't really feel comfortable when they go outside the church setting. People appear to be who they are, and that's more well, that's more assuring. So they tend to mingle up. So my own advice to the churchgoers is don't just hope and wait or stay in church and you think that the man is gonna come. You have to go outside the church. You also have to build social skills. You can't like being a virgin only going to take it's going to take you so far. Like how do I say? It's only going to take you somewhere. It's not going to get you to the place you're going to.
Bill said that he's trying to count. He said, now the years where I was virgin, I they tried to cover up, but now they try to cover up. How many years you be? I just you never reach 12. That time when you Adewale, let me allow you. But I'm gonna bring this up. I'm calling BO out seriously this night. Adewale, sorry, I don't want to embarrass you. Go on, my darling.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm done what I want to say. Just sure, I'm just saying like the church girls need to go outside,
Yeah,
just
they need to.
interact
They
with
need to
people,
explore and socialize more. Yeah.
socialize with
Mhm.
people. Just don't just stay in church and expect the church because the church guys are
Adewale,
also going
I'm so
outside.
sorry, but we have some very naughty people on this platform. I'm sure you know that they love you. But Cynthia is asking that do you want? Are you particularly concerned if you want to date or marry? Do you want someone who is like you, that is pure, that's never had kerewa, or do you want an experienced lady?
Honestly, I don't know.
You don't know, or you don't mind.
I don't mind. I don't. I just want like I just want someone I'm compatible with. That's the most important thing to me. It's not. It's not really the career aspect.
Chai, Bio,
Because
for goodness sake, why all this now? Bio say na shower this virgin. Chai, you see? If I choke, I don't know what I
when
go do you this evening. I shower, now they carry you go meet. No wonder. So you never, you come up for seminary. You see, they
um,
look for experience up and down. They look for who you go put for chandelier. Now ceiling say you go now upstairs. You go put that your wife where you want marry upstairs. Make it ready because by the time you finish with, I ain't gonna say yes. Carry one and food.
Uncle Bill is very passionate about career matters.
Jesus,
I think
Uncle Bio is the Kerewa prophet here.
I think
Chineke,
I think I think he would be a very good career therapist.
he said it now that he doesn't play with Kerewa. He said he'll be a good Kerewa therapist. Now shower this
Exactly.
virgin.
He's not
When I
shy.
shower this virgin, you have to sow the seed of a shower.
He's not shy to talk about like the rest of us. So he's going to be very good at that. Doing
I'm
that.
sure he is. I'm sure he is. We need to warn we need to warn people in his life, man. Are you ready? I'm even interested to find out whether Bill can marry somebody that he's not kidding with. I don't think so. I already know the answer. Why am I even asking that question? No, 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 no. It's not possible. Thank you, Adewale. Let me allow you go.
Welcome.
Thank you,
Bye.
my darling. I'm sure you will find the right person that is perfect for you because you are such an amazing person. A very, very unique, how can I describe Adewale? He's so matured. When he talks like men that have seen many moons, not just a 28-year-old young guy. Oh my God. The way he talks, the maturity. Every time I listen to him, I'm reassured that, when they talk about wisdom, sometimes it's not to do with age. I'm sure you're gonna find somebody that will be perfect for you. Whether they are, virgins like you or experienced, it doesn't matter. But please don't go to Ashawo. You see what happened to Bio. You can see what happened to Bio. So let's not go to Ashawo because we don't want a repeat of what happened to Bio. Leave Ashawo alone. Run away from Ashawo. Ashawo. Uh-huh. All right. Welcome to the show. Be good. Can you hear me? Wow, mommy. Are you hearing me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, welcome. You need to change your name to One Mommy. This be good way they used to know they deceive us anymore. Welcome.
Okay, I will do that.
Just change that to One Mommy. Now, wait till
Thank you
all of
so
us know
much.
you for that.
So
Welcome.
I've heard the topic. Why do good girls get bad husbands? Yeah. Or why do men go outside the church to go and marry, not from the church? I have two reasons or three. Are you hearing me very well?
Yes, my dear. I'm hearing you, my brother.
So, one, in the church, the pastor will own the whole women or the whole girls. He will tell you, or he will tell them, before you marry, the man must come and see me. I'm not hearing
Mm.
you. Hello?
Yes, yes.
Oh, I'm good. I'm not hearing you.
I'm hearing you. One mommy. Go ahead. Keep talking.
Okay. Then one, like I said, the pastor, what me, I hate it. I hate it much. The pastor will say you have to come, and before you marry anyone, you have to bring the man to me. I have to talk to him. I hate that. I
No,
hate
don't
that.
hate it. Oh, there's a reason. No,
The pastor cannot tell me cannot talk to me about my wife.
no,
He
no,
has
no, no,
no
no,
right.
no. One mommy, you are getting it wrong. Go. The reason why the pastor said that if you see somebody in the church that you like, you want to marry, because some brothers used to run some two, three girls in the. Some churches in Nigeria have one, two, three services, four services. So some of those Christian brothers used to have babe in all the services. So if they've taken a babe to go and meet the pastor can tell you, "Pay this one is got somebody else," or that how they say that the church is a hospital. This one is not finished receiving treatment. No, the pastors always know. I have no problem with that because there's a reason. That's why. It's not because they want to tell you what to do. It's just because they want to guide you. Do you understand what I mean?
Are you there?
I'm here. One mommy. Be like say your internet no good today. Oh.
I have to sign off. I'm having some problem. Sorry.
Okay. All right. No wahala. It's okay. Thank you. And say this Kerewa matter now, your area of jurisdiction be this. Chai. For like to hear one mommy now, but it's okay. Internet is not smiling on him. We are hearing him, but he cannot hear us. It seems like he's busy where he is. Okay. No wahala. All right. We have Ola in the building. Hi, Ola. How are you?
Advi, can you hear me clearly? Let's make sure
Yes,
first.
my
Mic check.
dear. How are you? Welcome.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right.
I don't have phone by you. Are you okay?
Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm fine.
Are you
It's
are you
Bio
feeling
that is
better?
cracking me up. Ashawo
Oh,
Bio
okay.
that Ashawo is virgin.
Wala.
Well, Bio said Ashawo is virgin.
Now real trouble be that one. Oh, oh God. Be on my guy, sha.
Bio na
Shout out to Adewale
Ashawo.
as well. Yeah.
Bio na good
Oga.
guy, but he has a freaky side.
Wala.
BJ
Oga.
is
So which one?
Bio is freaky, 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 freaky.
Which one are we covering first, though? Are we covering Good Girls, Abikiriwa? Which one are we talking about?
Ola, are you watching?
No, I know what's good now. The noise too much. Hello? I think I have to be disappear now. Hello? Let's make sure.
Ola, are you watching plates?
No, can you hear me now?
Yeah, I'm hearing you. Go ahead.
I'm
You
not
can
watching play, so it must it must
come to
have
the
been.
discussion from any side you are comfortable with. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, okay.
It's the same
Okay.
discussion.
Okay, is the noise better?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. I mean, for me, mic check because I changed my mic real quick. Can you hear me?
Yeah, Bio, I've shared my link if you want to come and defend yourself.
Yeah, let Bio come and defend himself
No, go
because
ahead. Yeah, I just shared my link. Go ahead. You go ahead.
okay, all right. So this issue is the same issue with the nice guys finish last. Is this is attached to expectations too, I said something in the chat earlier, much earlier in the beginning of the show. It's like good girls, since they are good anyway, and they have everything they need and they can be good, what else do they need, right? Another angle
Right.
to it Another angle to it is that, okay, if being good is not good enough, is it really good? You know, so if you're going to be good, right,
Mm,
you need to make sure you define that well. It's
mm,
almost like that question we go back to, like, what do you mean by being good, right?
mm,
Does
mm,
this mean that you're not engaged with Kerewa? Does it mean, like Adewale said, that you don't even have the options yet? You haven't been presented with that option. You haven't
mm,
been tested in life yet,
mm,
right? You haven't been exposed yet, right? So exactly how are we measuring good if you have never
mm.
been exposed
So
to the opportunity to be bad,
yeah, yeah.
you know? So that's those are the questions I would want people to ask and answer by themselves
I like what
before.
O'Shea said something. She
Mhm.
said, "Good girls are not street wise. They
Yes.
expect good from everyone they meet, but the world is not as straightforward as that."
Yes, it creates
That makes
unrealistic
perfect sense to me.
expectations. Yes, yes.
Mm.
Yeah,
They think
because
because I mean, good girls feel like I'm a good girl, so why can't they see it?
hmm
Hmm.
but again, it's limited exposure, right? Like you
Right.
can't really call yourself good if you have not been presented with an opportunity to be bad. So have you been in a position where your morals, your standards, your character, your values are tested, right? Or what about your personality? Some people have a personality that they don't want to take risk. Like every little thing is risky for them, right?
Mm,
So, and that's just that has nothing to do with the idea that they are good. It's just they are afraid. So,
mm,
afraid is another word. Being fearful is another thing that's not very attractive. You know, I say it
mm,
all the time. Confidence is a very sexy thing. It's a very attractive thing, right? So,
mm,
and then confidence is also is basically somebody who is willing to step over the line a little bit, to be a little bit confrontational. You see a lot of young men these days, they will say they don't want a disagreeable woman. But the truth, in reality, when you start to look at all the examples, is that they are attracted to disagreeable woman because it challenges their status quo, what they're thinking about, their present state of mind, right? So it's really, really stuff again that goes down to emotional levels, right? It's not it's not as straightforward like that brother just said. That person just said it's not straightforward line like, okay,
mm,
you're good,
mm.
oh, so
It depends
everything
on your
good can come
values.
to
I
you.
suppose we are looking at it from a religious, a Christian standpoint here. Like
Mm-hmm.
as a Christian, you are not supposed to be doing kerewa outside of marriage. So I mean, but
Yeah, it's like church, right? Like the whole conversation about church, right? So
mm,
it's even inside church, right? Even inside church, the brothers, they also get bored. Even the ones that have the same values with you, even the ones that want to hold on to not doing kerewa until marriage,
mm,
even them too, they get bored. So they want something a little bit more exciting.
they
And
want
if you're
exciting. Yes, everybody
yeah,
wants excitement. That's true.
yeah, and if you show up or you present as boring, what's boring to everybody is oyato, right? From people to people.
Benny.
But if
Mm-hmm.
you sorry about that. If you present on a general scale as boring, that's not attractive. It has nothing to do with good or bad. It's just that it's not exciting. It's like why? Like why can you still hear me? There's a
Yes,
call
I'm
coming.
hearing
Okay,
you.
all right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So it's like why should I engage that? And it's not a why that's intentionally being asked. It's something very subtle. You will just notice say there's no engagement or it's not spicy, it's just boring. That's the word, it's boring. So if good is not good enough for you as an individual, you are probably not good, right? Because it hasn't been tested. We don't know if you're good. And then if it's good enough for you as an individual, then it is good. In fact, it is good. And by the way, other people will find it as good. But if your good means you expect other people to see it as good, clearly it is not good because you're seeking validation, right? And you can see it even with the Kerewa issue or virginity issue. You can see it across the board too. If you want to be a virgin, make sure you are being it for yourself. If you do
Yeah.
it for because you are expecting some
You are
candy,
keeping it for because you are expected to be rewarded.
yeah, yeah. I'm sorry, that expectation will even drown you. That
It's true.
expectation, it consumes a lot of energy. It will
Yeah.
drown you. you know. So it's better that you're doing it from a place of personal self value, that you already see that this is you can connect the dots from where you are to a destination. That destination meaning there's no destination, it's a journey for you. And then if it's a journey for you, that's very attractive because it shows up as confidence, right? It's not stuff that you need to brag about. People that brag is because they need someone to say, okay, check mark, you pass, right? But if it's stuff that you carry it that is almost like they can't tell, but they can tell. They know there's something, but they can't put their finger on it. That mystery, the fact that they're wondering, that creates attraction, you know, because that's what's drawing them to you. But if they already know that this is you're holy, you are good, that's boring. Okay, that's if we can tell that you're just a good person, that's a very, very boring thing, and it's very confusing. I get it, but you know.
Okay. Thank
Mhm.
you, Hola. I appreciate you. Thanks for
Yes,
calling
sir.
in. All
We'll talk
right.
soon. All right, bye.
All right. Bye. Bio is back. Bio, you've come to defend yourself, eh?
No, Auntie B, I know they defend nothing. I know they defend nothing
and,
because
and you say, hey, Bio, to your
just
love.
like
You say,
just
na
like brother,
shower, now he show you
yes,
road.
you know the point is
Wait,
just
okay, first of all, wait till find go a shower place for your
okay.
age.
Make I tell you,
Because
you
people, they
see,
beg me since I bring you. Say, Bio must come back. They
yes,
won't hear the story.
yes, may you listen now. You
Okay.
see, I was a virgin like my younger brother Ade. So I was sanctimonious,
Mm-hmm.
holy,
Mm-hmm.
rosary, day for my
Uh-huh.
neck,
Uh-huh.
scapular, day for my pocket, small Bible, day my pocket, only
Mm-hmm.
water, day my back pocket. So, you know how many only thing when I don't explain to you so.
Only. You be only.
Only for everywhere, only Mary dey front, Jesus dey front, everywhere dey. So
Uh-huh.
you know that time our school get wetin they call my school, the seminary, the the hospital of our school is St. Philomena's Hospital, St. Philomena. So na Catholic hospital. Anybody who is sick from hostel, they will send them go there. When sometimes if the sickness is too much, they will put the person for admission. The person will be in admission in St. Philomena. So when that person is in admission in St. Philomena, from the school, we are required to use the school vehicle sometimes to go and deliver food to the person in the hospital while on admission. Now, so one evening, Father use our school van to go somewhere. So the prefect in charge of that delivering food to those in the hospital say we should go and deliver food in St. Philomena. Now, so four of us come begin to go. Small money was supposed to take enter transport because someone will trek enough far. Because if you cross airport road, you don't enter Mission Road. Now, St. Philomena did that edge. As we dey go now, with this one junction, what they call Igbagwe. Anybody from Benin know what they call Igbagwe? Igbagwe. Those girls they spread go reach the front for that edge, for airport road too, for back of Oba Palace. Now we just
Uh-huh.
hear some girls they shout, students, now not they brush. I dey tell you say we be students because
Uh-huh.
we know they leave the school on mufti. We wear
Una wear
our
una
check.
uniform. Seminary
Thank
uniform.
you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the
Mm-hmm.
hostel uniform.
Uh-huh.
So
Guys, in case you don't get the badges, Bio was in school training to become a reverend father in Catholic church that time. Uh-huh.
yes.
Carry on.
So once they saw us like this, you know, the prostitute girl just notice one say, see all these small children when they walk up. So he just say, student, now they brush. My friend, I said, we shall be brush again. I say, see, guys, so it was late in the evening. So I say, hey, we carry food, don't go give the person. And so one of our person say, move walk past that road, see people put inside that street. We now walk past the street. So when we pass there, the girl started dragging. Come here, come here, come here. You know, Auntie B, between God and man, before of us, I don't know how we take divert. One
How
can carry me go.
boys una be?
Boys now, it was never a mixed school. Before you see any woman for our school, go be remnant sister.
No
Finish.
wonder say na when I see Ashawo na happy well.
No, that's why me not gonna no carry one. I be virgin. Make you listen now. So as they carry me go one corner, carry the other guy. Now the yes say where money. Now say which money? I know at the pass. I just the year student. I know the brush. The usher would just look me like this. Now say see the transport fare. They give us more 10 transport. Say oh yeah bring her. Washing and setting.
You drop,
Auntie B,
you drop transport fare where they give you
I
for
drop
transport.
transport fare. Now so
Ciao.
I take wear that nylon. Whether they wear be like nylon for my eye. Now so she dey fix am for me. Oh, she just fix am. She say small pikin so you carry. Now this one you don't pay me this money. Now she put her inside. As he put her, he just go papa mama style. Now I just as I don't do and finish, like I come out. You not reach 5 minutes. I couldn't find my neighbors. Now so we come. All of us come be they lie to each other.
For that one, I did seminary. Enter shower, go to find waiting no locks.
We come they lie to each other. Me not agree say I do that day. As I come out, I say, where you go now? Then I say, where you go? I say, I couldn't find one now. Meanwhile, me, I don't put for inside. You know, so if I friends still day. Now I can go tell one of my guy for corner. Later, say, one carry me go room. He put bucket for corner, I get bed. Washing and setting. That guy got he still do, but he not tell anybody. Now say, both of us got chop for bidi fruit. Adam apple. So TV.
Finish me. Is it not quick up?
So my point here be say it might sound funny, but the truth is that is why you will notice that even though I agree that there are actually very good girls there that are sincerely keeping themselves for the right reasons and all that, but the truth should be said, most good girls for church, the day they won't commit sin or test that thing, they will never try it with a church member. They will go and try it with the deeper sinner who does not know they are even a church girl. I'm telling you.
Right. Mm-hmm.
They will go and try it with somebody who does not know that they are. You see, that's when you will see.
They go and try with somebody who will not judge them. Because remember,
yes,
everybody in church is trying to form holy.
Thank you. So, that's what it be. So that is why they try telling you, say, most times, even to finalize this explanation, in this US where we did so, I met a girl. That girl, I never knew the girl was a strong church girl. I never knew. So I met her online. We went for a date after much chatting and all that. Immediately after the date, I decided to say, man, I just to do small hugging, bye. The moment I touched the girl, I could see the girl begin to melt from my body. The reason why they try to talk this thing. Later, I couldn't say the girl na really church girl, but why she did like that? Because I don't really do good guy. She don't know why I be like in terms of Christian life. I don't bring Christian into that relationship. The reason I'm saying this is what my brother just said. This issue of good girl, is it that you are doing it just like the way tithing is, that you are tithing so that they will say you are a tither or you are sincerely a tither? That's the issue of good girl. So by a girl keeping her virginity or claiming to be keeping her virginity in just for the church or the pastor to see out of priority that I was a virgin, that is one rubbish, because that does not define you. That is why such persons that are pretending, when they become loose.
No, I don't think it's pretending. No, for the real people that are doing it for the right reason, they are doing it because they love God.
That's what I'm saying now.
And because they are doing it because this is what, as a Christian, you are supposed to do.
Yes.
You are not supposed to give it up until marriage. So they are waiting for marriage.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Not
that's
like people like you that were in seminary and you decide to enter a shower house. When they say you go, wait, hold on. The bill. Wait.
Okay,
that food reach hospital that day. The best way to get the food, you collect the food that day. Apple na reverse. After I don't chop, wait till I not suppose. After I chop Adam's apple, now go back.
I will go back. We'll go deep. I know that I say we will not agree. Inside 5 of us, we mix. This one claim say I defend you. The other one say I could defend you. You know?
All five of them enter.
No. Auntie B, as they pass the street the first time, when they say students are not the brush, so we decide to walk up past that street, go and come, they see them as they line up, right?
Mm.
So we decide not to go in group anymore because if we did like 4, you
Okay, now
understand?
different dates. Now enter so.
Yeah, now the same day or the same time. So we go outside, come start to work out one by one. Like you first go, the other person do your back, all those kind of stuff, right?
Okay, so as soon as they
So
waka they go there, they snatch you now enter to go test.
who they
Now
snatch,
go
they snatch.
test.
Yeah, so we
So
could
by the
do.
time you reach hospital, the food don't cold. All the time you they
Which
there, they
food?
wear nylon.
Why we go hospital before with the food? You don't know why? Because who they sick, not the future. So most of us they carry that food because their food when they give them for those in the hospital, they're more special than all they eat.
He said
So when
they
we
sick,
carry,
no they chop.
yeah, so if you carry the
Nobody
food
carry
go
food give you when you
hospital,
go give person where they sick. No, say the person they sick. Say go chop.
we want me that chop. What did I remain? I want chop now. You know, so we be student that time. Actually, why they talk like this? Sometimes, if the person they sick, if mama did that state, if not from another state, the parents feed every still bring food. Safe. That one when the school bring on, we go just lemon.
Now I had to see apple be that way shop. Now so na take see apple. When I see apple for Ashawo Street in a shop.
Now
Charlie.
so,
Now so the
now
thing fit
so,
to now. Now make
now
that how
so.
many of una okay, make I ask this finally. I know say
Okay.
no relevant, but I need to know Bio because your stories there, they're too interesting. They crack me up. Honestly, we enjoy it. How many of those 5 of una make them for that school to become Reverend Father to today?
For the 5 where they do that year safe.
That
When we
year,
don't when we walk up past, none of us be father, none. Now me even go far past the rest for the entire group.
none of the 5 people become father.
None.
Charlie.
Trust me.
Okay, moral of the story: leave Apple alone and face the message they
Yeah,
sent
but
you.
I got one question for you, Auntie B.
Mm.
I don't know. Did you ever grow up? You don't know whether they call Igbagwe Tutu?
No, I didn't grow up in Benin now. I
No
don't know.
wonder. Okay.
No, I don't know.
No
I
Igbagwe.
don't go Benin till I was like a teenager when I don't almost finish secondary school.
Because the reason why they talk and they say if you actually have been to Igbagwe, you understand the story more.
You gonna see the
because
babes. Then they line up.
Igbagwe, you don't need to go there, go find woman. We not go after us. We they walk up pass.
Now they go now.
If you pass Igbagwe as at that time, they walk out, they go your own. You know, it's an off street in Mission Road. From the junction of that street, you will start see the fit drag your husband with them. In fact, if you walk out with your husband past there, they will throw a cost for you, say drain your husband. So everybody know Igbagwe that year. So now so it be.
Thank you. Thank you so much. You made it, to be honest, Bio, you made the stream so much more interesting. I enjoyed the story. You do well.
And let me advertise myself, please. See, I am not a player. I am a very faithful guy.
No. We know that already now. We are talking about the past. All things have passed away now.
Some people, they don't understand. Say,
no.
If a man like Kerewa does not mean the man is not a faithful man. A woman can like
Kerewa too. You don't see Pastor. You go check Pastor Shola page for Instagram now. Women when they like Kerewa, they cry every day when they get men when they Kerewa them.
Can't think be that. If I not complain for it's safe, I not believe.
Why you not go like Kerewa? You not be human being.
I don't go chop. Now I don't go chop.
No.
All right.
No.
Adewale for president.
Adewale for president.
We go look for one virgin for Adewale. All right now. Take
some
care.
People don't they say make God date their daughter for here. Somebody don't say make Adewale God date his daughter for here.
You know, say they come UK this year. I don't tell you. Send me the date of the annual this thing. You know what I buy my ticket. The ticket I don't tell you. Send me the date.
Bio, I don't know. Maybe we'll talk for WhatsApp. I don't know how we talk. We'll talk. Okay. Let's talk privately. Maybe we'll not give a house so easily.
Okay. No shaking.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Bio. Oh my God. This was interesting. This was so interesting. When it comes to Kerewa discussion, Chineke. But no, talking seriously now. Yeah, we are ending the show now. It's 2 hours. We are going to end. Yeah, BO for president. People are hailing you. You made it, people have laughed. But you know the thing that he said that out of the 5 of them, when they were out for that Mission Road, they entered the Egbagwe place. None of them became Reverend Father. They tested the other sample, and that's how they say, is this thing you people say I shouldn't do for the rest of my life? Me too, I'll come and swear. I'll come and become a Reverend Father. No. This thing is too sweet. No. That's how all of them dropped out. of being Reverend Father, and they broke their parents' hearts. Nigerian parents, yeah, you deprive them of being called Papa Father. Oh my God. But you know what? I feel like it's better for people like Bio and his friends who dropped out, because today I hear that all these father, the things that some of them are doing. Eh, now people wife, I hear say that they knock passive. So yeah. It's absolutely, if you know you cannot commit to a thing like that, it's better for you to be true to yourself. And we are talking about being true to yourself. I think that's what this whole show is all about tonight. Seriously, guys. Give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the gist, especially if you enjoy BO and Adewale's gist. We not still get enough likes, so Haba, 2 hours of sharing this very entertaining gist. It's been really exciting. Please give us a thumbs up if you've enjoyed this story. It's been very, very funny, and we laughed, but the lessons are there. If you want to keep your cookies, don't do it because you are keeping it for the man or you are keeping it for the woman. Do it because it's your values, this is what you appreciate, and you don't want to. Because sometimes people will tell you that when you're having relationship, even having, career it messes up a lot of things, because you are in your feelings, you are not seeing the person, the way you should, you are not praying, you are not in your right mindset, because emotions will always come up with career. So, our sister that I was sharing her story, that she's 50 years and she's a virgin. I mean, I don't know how many 50-year-old that are virgins. So congratulations to her. I believe that she is a Christian who believes in the word of God that says that, the married bed should not be, defiled. And if it's the desire of her heart to marry, and I believe that there's Ile Ọlọ́run ò kì í ṣú, Ile Olúwa ò kì í ṣú, and God can still do it. But going forward, this is the thing I'm going to say to you, brothers who are in church. Please, when you claim to be a Christian. There are some sisters in church too. Look at them. Don't just ignore the sisters in the church. Be going around and going to marry sisters outside the church. What about the ones in church? Usually the ones that are committed in church like that, and I'm talking Pentecostal churches now, that's all they know. They are workers. They are in church every service. They are helping in building the ministry. They are committed. But like a lot of people said, God works in mysterious ways. It's not a reward for you being pure or not giving out your cookies or anything. But still, the conversation was around the good girls finish last. Allah said, be good, don't be boring. Yeah, you can be good and you are not boring still. Because the thing again that we didn't get to talk about tonight is the fact that you can be a good girl, you are not boring, and you are dating people in the church. But even those Christian brothers, they want to carry away you. They want to. That's the thing. You'll be shocked that you'll be saying you're dating a brother and they want carry away as part of the relationship. And you're like, no, but we are doing Christian dating. So, I mean, it's not easy, but it is well. Yeah. Thank you very, very much, everybody that called in, especially our brothers Bio and Adewale for sharing with us. We always say Bio for president, we say Adewale for president, but both of them, they are very matured, good, decent human beings, but they always bring different perspectives that make the show very, very interesting. Thank you to all the ladies that called in as well. Please give us a thumbs up. I hear that Ekuremadu has been found guilty of all the charges against him. I might talk about that tomorrow. But I also was thinking about talking about Imo State. Is it Imo? This Abia State, where Labour Party won. I don't know the one to talk about, but let me know in the comment section the one you think we should do. Should we talk about Kremadu or we should talk about Abia State? Because the celebration that I saw in Abia State when the Labour part, I think his name is Nama. Is he Namani or I don't know? It's something like that. One is something I haven't seen throughout this election process. It made me very, very happy. it made me really, really happy to see that the people have actually elected someone that they want. And this is not about, talking about even political parties, about people, democracy. It's about democracy. This is the people, this is someone they want. Allowing people to choose, not enforcing or selecting what INEC has been doing. So, yeah. Let me know whether we should talk about Abia State, or we can do Abia State on Saturday. We'll do Ikremadu or do Ikremadu, whatever. Let me know in the comment section. Yeah, we can do Abia State. We can do both. Tomorrow is Friday. We can do Friday, Saturday. Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah, we should talk about what the prof said. Okay. Yeah, let's talk about Abia State tomorrow. Let's talk about Abia State tomorrow. I think that's very, very important. We are talking about democracy and the rule of law in Nigeria, and what INEC and everything that's happened in these elections. And I'm so glad that the US and the UK government are saying that they are going to impose sanctions on anybody that, has, contributed to, undermining the electoral process. I'm very, very happy to hear that. So let's talk about that. Tomorrow I'll be here. Thank you guys. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Somebody said I should do a show about signing prenup. Mrs. say, Auntie B, please do a show about signing prenup before marriage. Eh? Okay. Bio, I can see you are passionate about this pastor. Is she the returning officer for Abia State? I'm not sure who that pastor is, but let's talk about it. Let me know. Yeah. Okay, I'm back tomorrow night. Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow, and I'll have my equipment by tomorrow, by the grace of God. Thank you so much. Yeah, I appreciate you. God bless you. Cynthia said there's no prenup here in the UK. Which prenup? Which prenup? I don't know about prenup. Oh. Okay, she's the returning officer. Oh, thank you, Bill. Yeah, I'm so glad what happened in Abia State. We need to allow people to elect the people that they want. Yeah. I mean, okay, let me save my thoughts till tomorrow night, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Give us a thumbs up. Share this video, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and I will see you tomorrow night. Thank you so much. I appreciate you guys. Thanks, everyone. And yeah, let's be here tomorrow, 7 p.m., and then we'll talk about Abia State. And then maybe Saturday, we'll talk about Ike Kremadu. How many of you heard that Tinubu is Tinubu, they said Tinubu has traveled though, that he went for rest in France. This is the person you voted for. He's not even been sworn in. Campaign self, campaign. We only saw him. He didn't go into any debate. He didn't do anything, but he's already tired. Do you know what that is called? Old age. Old age. That is what happened to Buhari. 4 years he was in and out of London. One time he was in London for almost 1 year. So your incumbent, your incoming is already going on the medical check. All right, Kari, this is a snapshot of what is about to happen to you people in Nigeria. They never even elect him. He's going on rest already. He's going on bed rest. Very good. So now you know people that don't support APC or Tinubu is not because we have anything against Yoruba or Tinubu. Even in person, is because there is an age that you get to that is impossible for you to carry the problem of that country called Nigeria. He's going on bed rest. No wahala. We'll go see tomorrow. Thank you very much, everybody. I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, guys.